Got a 2007 Mack Vision series here today. Now this thing has a complaint of AC not working. So when we started, we ran our AC leak detector. You guys have never seen one of these. You can just run them over the entire system, and if there's somewhere where there is, these bars will go up and you'll hear this thing start beeping like crazy. So we ran the entire system with the sniffer and it did not pick up any leaks. So I got the AC machine out. Let me set this back down. Got the AC machine out and we recovered the system and we pulled 3.48 pounds out of it. Now, day cab, Macks, doesn't matter if they're the Visions or the Granites, any of these style trucks are 3 pounds. Sleeper trucks are 3.5 for the AC. So it's a little bit overcharged, but we haven't been able to find a leak anywhere. So I went ahead and just put dye in it while we had the system vacked out. So we have put UV dye in. I'm gonna go ahead and recharge it to 3 pounds, and we're gonna sit here and let it run with the AC on and see if we can find that dye. Probably let it go for a half hour or an hour or so and see if we have any hits of the dye anywhere in the system after that. And there we go. Now we just let it run. It'll charge the system to 3 pounds. You don't want to shake or move the AC machine, know why it's working. And I knew that was going to happen. Just hit my head on the mirror. Always hit my head on mirrors on hoods when they're flipped. That hurt. Anyway, don't disturb the machine while it's going. There's a weighted scale in there and it's measuring out the refrigerant, so don't touch it, just let it sit there. It's charged at 3 pounds. Now that we've got it charged, got it on max AC, we're going to sit and let it run and see what happens. Well, let's say we found our issue. So there's the filter that goes before the evaporator core. And it's all plugged up in there. So they overcharged the system. Looks like when they were trying to fix an issue that wasn't actually a charge issue, it was a lack of airflow issue. So I'm going to have to get the shop back now and clean up all inside of there and get that all cleaned out. And then I'm guessing that'll fix all the AC issues on this truck. Well, there we go. Went ahead and blew the air box out. Just all this grain dust was all over inside of that box. It's all over the cab too, but we went ahead and blew as much of it out as we could of the HVAC box. I'll grab the shop back in a minute here once I get this all put back together and vacuum the cab up for the customer. So that was our problem. We just weren't getting any airflow through the box. So we fixed that for him and we brought the charge back down to 3 pounds where it's supposed to be. It had about a half a pound too much in it. So that should do it for this. Any of you guys that have ever driven these automated manual Macks before, or really any truck with an automated manual, kind of want your opinion, because these things, to me, they drive like a truck that's being driven by somebody who doesn't know how to drive a manual. Really jerky, really slow, the shifts take forever. Not a fan of them. And that's going to do it for the repair side of this one. Now I just got to go fill out the paperwork and call the customer. Well, this turned into a fun one. So this was the next project for the day today after we finished that Mack. And it was just supposed to be rear calipers on a Super Duty. So the customer went ahead and brought the calipers for us. But They were wrong. When I got them off, it also needed pads and rotors. So while he was out, he was going to grab a set of pads and rotors for us, another set of calipers, hopefully the right ones, bring them back. Came back, pads and rotors right, calipers were wrong again. So we are now waiting on the third set of calipers to show up for this thing. I've got the brakes as far together as I could before the rain started, but as you can see, now we've got this. So hopefully he shows up soon with those calipers and we'll get a little bit of a break in the rain, enough to throw the calipers on and get this thing bled. But it's the end of the day and I don't have help for the rest of the day. I'm the only one here. Chris has to watch the kids tonight, so I will have his help to come bleed it for a minute, but now we just gotta wait on parts. We'll get this thing done and out of here and go to the next thing. Trying to show how much rain we've been getting here over the last few minutes. The parking lot normally floods back there by that tractor cab, but that's it. But look at this. I mean, it is flooded all the way up to the road, and we never get standing water in these places. That's fairly deep up by the shop. And that's decently deep up here by the building. Got one side done, calipers just got here. Luckily the rain has slowed down a little bit. We still have quite a bit of lightning and thunder though. So we're trying to work through it, but just got one side left. We ended up getting ones with complete brackets. I'm swapping the brackets over right now.